Only 4 brave warriors remain in this company. Each of them dreams of the same prize, to raise the Staff of Power at the end of this quest. Friends, the many trials you have endured so far have no doubt sapped your strength and perhaps your self-belief. But now, you must summon all the reserves you have left to survive the grueling challenges of the day. Let us see which of these bravehearts has the zeal to propel their weary limbs to victory.
I'm really confident about the day ahead, and I'm really determined too, because I'm not going to let Pargan overtake me easily. I'm going to fight and hopefully increase my lead.
I'm the only boy left, but it makes me more and more determined to win all the challenges and beat all the girls.
Although I'm starting in last place, I'm only 3 rings behind Joanne, and I hope I can work my way up and be in 3rd place by the end of the day, because I really don't want to go home.
Each of you began this quest with 9 lives. All of you have suffered losses, but some more than others. Pargan, like the moon that is your emblem, you have shone throughout this contest. But now, on the 2nd from last day, you are 2nd from 1st. Are you playing a clever game and waiting to pounce on Fidel? Or do you lack the strength and commitment to lead?
I think I have the strength, but I just think that I haven't had enough chances to prove it, and I'm just going to try and use my strength in the coming challenges.
I wish you luck, my friend. Warriors, the day's trials await. One of you will leave this company today. So as we travel onward, do not falter in your ambitions. This way. Warriors, this is ring reach, a challenge that demands great strength and exceptional balance. Each of you must walk this tightrope across the icy waters, a journey made more treacherous by your search for treasure. Though you may not wish to, you must reach out to collect the gold that hangs here. For if you should fail to collect all 3 rings or fall into the water, you will lose a precious life. Fidel, you are our current leader, so you'll be first to step into uncertainty. Fidel, but one false move could see you topple from these ropes and your lead. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin. Pargan, are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin. Druan, are you ready?
Ready!
Then, let the challenge begin.
Remember, you need all 3 gold rings, or you will forfeit a life. Alas, Druan, the gold escapes you, along with a life.
Milex, you cannot afford to fail here. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then, let the challenge begin.
You have let your prize drift from your grasp, Milex, and will lose a life.
I'm absolutely ecstatic right now because I've just won Ring Reach and it was a really difficult challenge, and I actually thought that I would fall in when I sat down on the rope, but I managed to get up and win.
I was reaching for a ring, and on my left hand I had a ring that was already on there and it slipped off. I'm really disappointed that I've lost a third life now. I thought I could have done better.
Fidel, Pargan, each of you excelled in this precarious task, gathering all 3 rings. Milex, Druan, though both of you battled long and hard to claim the gold, in the end, you let the prize slip from your grasp. This was a fatal error, and as a consequence, you must both lose a life. You are both now more than 3 lives behind your comrades.
Warriors, you have escaped the chill of the water, but this next challenge could leave you just as soaked with sweat. This is the ascent. All 4 of you must race up this steep and exhausting incline with but a rope to aid your climb. The first warrior to reach the top will be rewarded with 3 gold rings. The second will receive 2, and the third will win 1. But be warned, the warrior who is last to arrive will lose a precious life.
I'm quite excited about this challenge, although it's going to be really hard against my fellow warriors. They're all really fast, and it's just going to be a really close race, I think.
Warriors, this could prove to be a decisive race. Summon all your strength. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then, let the challenge begin.
Hurry, Milex. The last warrior will lose a life.
Ruan, an excellent climb. 3 gold rings are yours, my friend. Pargan, 2 gold rings for you. Fidel, the final ring is yours. Well done, Milex.
It was quite neck and neck the whole way, and everyone just kept slipping, and so everyone was really close together.
It was tiring when you were climbing up the hill, but it took a lot out of you, and Pargan was so close to second place, so I was really scared that I was going to come second place.
Druan, your swiftness in this race earned you 3 gold rings. Pargan, you claimed 2, and Fidel, you gained 1. With these rings, each of you has won back a precious life. Milex, you were last to reach the top and must forfeit another life. Be warned, you are falling further behind the others and now face an uphill struggle to remain on this quest.
The mind of an ultimate champion must be sharp if he is to outwit the forces of evil that curse this land. Let us see how your minds fare this time on the riddle path. Remember, an evil mist lingers in these trees, waiting to engulf unwary travelers. However, the path will lead you to safety, only if you solve the riddle it poses. Fidel, you are still our leader, so you will walk the path. Pargan, you are in second place, so you will assist. Step forward. Open the magical book, and it will pose a riddle. The answer you seek lies hidden in these stones. But be warned, step on the wrong letter, and the mists will consume you both. Mark this glass well, for it will show you how much time you have left. Fidel, Pargan, are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin.
Friend of the warrior, I'm the enemy of fear, but I can desert you when danger draws near.
Friend of the warrior. What are you thinking?
I was thinking confidence, but there's no
Friend
F.
of the warrior.
There's no F. B. Bravery.
Bravery.
Yeah, bravery.
Okay, should I go for it?
Yep.
B.
So, the riddle has proved beyond both Fidel and Pargan. Milex, Druan, let us hope you have more wits about you. Step forward. Remember, my friends, let this glass be your guide. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then, let the challenge begin.
Friend of the warrior, I'm the enemy of fear, but I can desert you when danger draws near.
Have you got, I don't know, do you have any ideas?
Brave to the war. Do it again, do the riddle again.
You sure?
Yeah.
So last time.
Friend of the warrior, I'm the enemy of fear, but I can desert you when danger draws near.
So what's like opposite of fear? Courage. C-O-U-R-A-G-E. It's courage. Courage.
Okay.
C.
C.
O. U.
U.
R.
R. R.
A.
A.
G.
Where's G?
G. 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 Quick.
G.
E.
Yes!
Follow,
Yes!
young friend.
We went for bravery because in the panic of time we didn't have time to check, and I thought my time was going to run out really quickly, so we just decided both to go for it without really properly thinking about it.
When the book had finished reading the riddle a second time, suddenly courage popped into my head, and as I looked at the riddle path, I realised it was right, and I think me and Jerome worked excellent as a team.
Pargan, Fidel, you failed to find the answer on the riddle path. I must rescue you from the mists and bring you back now. You have forfeited a life. Druan, Milex, you made the most of your comrade's misfortune and quickly solved the riddle. Your reward is 2 gold rings apiece. Milex, despite this success, you still trail the company. With just 3 feathers and 6 rings on your standard, you are 2 lives behind your closest rival, Druan, who has added 5 rings to his tally this day. Pargan, you continue to hold second place with 7 lives and 1 piece of gold. And Fidel, you remain in the lead with 8 lives in total.
Warriors, your skills on the water have been tested before, but never like this. Behold, Skull River. Your challenge is to navigate a passage through the skull totems that hang above this torrent. 5 gold rings are at stake, a considerable haul. But be warned, capsize on your voyage or fail to pass through the final golden skulls, and you will lose a precious life. Milex, you are in last place, so you will go first. Milex, a brave warrior remains confident in the face of adversity. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin.
A narrow miss, young warrior. Milex has conquered 1 gate, but she must pass through the last gold skulls or forfeit a life. This is the all-important Golden Gate, Milex.
Druan, are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin.
The first ring is yours, Druan. A narrow miss. Druan recovers well. He has conquered 2 more skull gates, but must pass through the gold skulls to save a life. Luck was on your side today, Druan.
Pargan, are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin.
Pargan champions the first gate. And the second is hers. Alas, Skull River takes another life.
Fidel, are you ready?
Ready!
Then let the challenge begin.
Fidel has won gold at the first hurdle. The waters are perhaps too strong, young warrior. 1 gold ring is yours so far, but only if you pass through the final golden skulls, Fidel. The raging river takes yet one more precious life.
I was going down the river thinking I was going to get the skulls. When I got to the skulls, I smashed off a rock and all the water started to tip in my boat, and I thought I was going to capsize, so it was like 90 degrees up the way. I just pushed myself over to the left and got back up. When I was approaching the Golden Gates, I thought I was going to miss it, and I put my paddle in and it turned me completely backwards, and I went through it backwards.
This fearsome trial required great nerve and even greater skill. Druan, you alone had the power to conquer Skull River, earning 3 gold rings. I place these upon your standard. Pargan, Fidel, Milex, the ferocious current proved too much for you all, so each of you must forfeit a life.
Alas, the bell tolls for one of these brave hearts, for this is the way of the warrior. The cruel contraptions that lie beyond this portal strike fear into every warrior's heart. Very few have survived these traps. However, with keen judgment, nerve, and skillful agility, a warrior may outwit these demonic devices. Milex, you have only 2 feathers on your standard, fewer than all of your fellows. Therefore, this challenge is yours to face.
I think I have a good chance of completing Way of the Warrior because I'm quite agile and I'm quite small, and I think that's a good advantage.
Milex, succeed, and you will join that select band of warriors who have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Are you ready?
Ready!
Then may the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. Let the challenge begin. A defiant effort, Milex. But alas, the demons have claimed another victim. Though your quest is now over, you should be proud of all you have achieved. Your courage and tenacity will be long remembered throughout this land. Farewell, my friend.
I'm so glad that I've come fourth in the quest because I've beaten 14 other warriors to it, and I've come so far and I've learnt so much along my way.
It is hard for one who has come so far to fall at the final hurdles. But in the battle for the coveted Staff of Power, there can be only one victor. Fidel, your lead has been slowly eroded, and your failure to gain gold at Skull River was only mitigated by Pargan's failure also. Can you retain your lead to the end?
I'm a bit disappointed with my performance today, but tomorrow is the final day of the quest, and I'm going to try harder than I've ever tried before to become the ultimate warrior.
I wish you well, my friend. Warriors, it is time to put thoughts of past failures behind you and think only of the future and of glory. For fortune will always follow the warrior who defeats despair. Follow me.
Next time on Raven. The final day of the quest for the bravest warriors. All will need nerves of steel to aim true in target minds. Demon River becomes even more perilous. One young hero will face the way of the warrior, leaving the final two to go against Navar in the fearsome last stand. Who will be crowned ultimate champion?